Hello, and welcome to a podcast by me, Jeremy Yudin, that I just made. Yeah. This is my first time making a podcast. Uh, yeah, actually, it's my second attempt. I horribly failed on my first attempt, and I came into it being like, yeah, like I know exactly what I'm going to talk about. Oh, like I have all these things written down, and all these stories in my head that I'm planning, and I start talking, and just literally blanks are falling out of my fucking head, and I don't even know what to do. So, uh, yeah, I need to get better at this, and this is my second take, and I already said that shit. Okay. Um, Really, I'm more excited just about editing this. I make videos. I edit a lot of like actual um, recorded videos. I have the sound. I put in transition stuff like that. Very basic. Like I'm not bragging or anything. Like I fucking suck basically. Um, but the whole talking thing. That's not really something I do. So I'm really more looking forward to listening back, see how shit I sound, and editing it. Um, so I love podcasts. Okay, like obsessively love podcasts. Like I'll listen. I literally need a podcast when I'm going from point A to point B. If I'm in my room, I'm going downstairs to get like a sandwich or something. I need a podcast playing in the background because having a voice, even if I'm not listening to the voice, just having it there, it sounds soothing. And that's something that I personally like a lot. Um, and yeah, things with I don't have much confidence, and that's the thing. And that's something. Uh, Hold up, I think my dog is barking. I don't know if you pick that up. If you are, it was my dog. Yeah. Um, so yeah, like what's I gonna say? Um, so it's really hard to just kind of talk a lot because I have ADHD. It's really hard for me to focus. So I can't just go from one thing to another. Whatever thoughts in my head, I'm talking about that thought. Um, it's hard for me to think about what to talk about next and talk at the same time. Basically, I can't really multitask. So that's the story of that. Story time. So I over this break, I bought two TVs. Uh, Basically, long story short, I had this. I bought this 32-inch TV on Amazon. Uh, came in fine. Everything was okay. And I actually really love it because you can, and like maybe this to me this is crazy, right? But like you fucking average Joe listening out there, it's probably like whatever. I don't give a shit. Um, but basically, this remote, it it came with the remote, but you can also download like a virtual remote on your phone, which uh, I like. It's just easier to have because I'm on my bed, right, and I have my phone, but then I also have to have my remote, so I have like both of them, and I have to remember both. Like, okay, so phone checking, remote switching channel. But back with my old TV, the first TV I got, I could have just switched the channel on my phone or do whatever, just the volume. And this was a Roku. Okay, so this is like an off-brand um, kind of TV. I mean, it's not really off-brand, but it's not like your Samsung Sony TV, right? So and then what happened? Like literally a month, I had the TV, loved it. Playing games in my room and shit. Playing Persona 5, which is a really good game, which I'll get into later. But playing lots of, I'm scrolling through the TV, this is what happened. So I'm playing Persona 5, and then I go out to get some food from McDonald's. So I leave for about, I get in the car, I get the food, I come back, spend like an hour. I come back, and I can hear the sound of the game, right? Because like I have the game up in the background playing. And I come back to my room, and the video's off. And I'm like, where's the video off? What's going on? Um, so I'm like, is there a problem with the PlayStation? Is the PlayStation broken? Is that it? Is that the lifespan of the PlayStation? Because I've had this PlayStation for like 3 years, so that makes no sense. TV? Why would it be this TV? I've only had this TV for like a month. Not even. It's like 3 weeks. I had this TV for 3 weeks. Why would it be the TV? Okay. I mean, it's an awesome TV. I can play my earbuds from the TV. It's a great TV. Okay, I'm getting too much into it. I'm sucking the TV off. Okay. Um, so I play lots of. So I'm like confused. I'm like, wait, what's going on? Is it the PlayStation? Um, no, PlayStation's still running. Okay, let's turn off. Let's turn it off. Turn it back on. See what happens. So I turn off the PlayStation, turn it back on, and there's nothing going on. Nothing's happening. So I'm like, okay, maybe it's the TV. This new TV that I bought. So I plug it back in. Do all this stuff, and nothing. I turn on the TV, and then a light comes on, and then it's just this kind of like semi-bright light, like it's kind of like the backlight of the TV, right? Because you have the backlight, which helps. I don't know, but like there's an option to turn off the backlight, and I think the backlight was on, but the actual TV was off. And you can hear the sounds of the TV like navigating through, but you can't. There's no picture, so I'm like, fuck. So I go to return the TV, and I'm like, I call the manufacturer, and they tell me, I'm on the phone with them. I'm doing live chat. I spend like 2-3 separate days like pursuing this, trying to figure this out. And then they tell me like, try pressing this button in the back, and then I press it, I hold it, and nothing happens. And then they say it's a physical malfunction of the TV. So I'm like, ah, shit, okay. So it wasn't my fault, which is okay. And obviously it was under warranty, so they were like, alright, we'll give you 2 options. You can either return it to us, or you can return it back to Amazon, and they'll give you a refund. Stupid me at the time, stupid me in November, was like, oh yeah, no, I'm sure like the manufacturer would prefer to have it sent to them, right? Because it's the manufacturer. It's not the retailer, it's not Amazon, it's not the company distributing it. It's the company that actually makes it, the manufacturer. Maybe we'll just send it back to them. Send it back to them, okay? And then it's been like a month, a fucking month, and they don't do anything. So I call them several times, nothing happens. So I'm screwed. And this was back in November. I bought the TV October 14th, and it went bad November 7th. I'm recording this on January 4th, so like 3 months later, and I'm still waiting for that TV. It's after winter break. I'm still waiting for that TV. So a week ago, 2 weeks ago, I bought the Samsung TV. Because my dad was just like, you know what, Jared, like, just get yourself a TV. Actually, that's a lie. I pushed him. I was like, give me a TV, please. It's like, imagine you have this big TV in your room, and then for a month, and then you lose it. It's gone. It stops working, and then, you're back to going on your phone. It's just such a downgrade, right? So I was like, no, I don't want this for when I'm on winter break. I want an actual TV. So I get the TV, and this one is 8 inches bigger, wider, so it's a big boy. And it's good, right? It's a good TV. Everything's fine, it hasn't fallen yet. Looks like it's going to fall, but it hasn't fallen yet. It's a good TV. But the problem is that can't get a remote. Or no, okay. So like the remote on via phone. Um, so the thing is that the old TV could connect to Bluetooth. This one doesn't. So I can't use my earbuds because like just watching TV from far away, but having the sound come through right and directly into your ears is just I don't know. I'm like very sensitive to like background noise and sound, so like I prefer absolute quietness. So like that kind of sucks. So when I'm watching TV, it's not from I can't use my earbuds. I have to hear from far away. Oh, poor old fuck. Um, First world problems. But so yeah, I don't have the Bluetooth, and then the remote. I can still get the remote through my phone, like down an app, but it's so hard to use. The phone, the app, it's so hard to use, so I don't use it. I just stick to the remote, and that's it. So basically, I'm still waiting for that other TV that I sent out. I'm waiting for them to fix it and repair it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to send it back to Amazon to ship it out. But um, it's like January 4th, and January 31st is when I can't return it. So uh, if I don't get the TV in the next like 3 weeks, I have two TVs. So anyone looking for a TV, just reach out to me at JSHPY Yudin on Twitter. Again, it's at JSHPYUDIN on Twitter. I should use that plug for the beginning. Just copy and paste this into the beginning. Anyway, so that's the story on that. Hopefully I'll get that my other TV so I can return that. But so it's still I think it's still technically winter break. It's January 4th. I don't know if you guys call that winter break. I think for most people it's like you get New Year's obviously, and then like the first 6 days of January, and then like usually like January 7th. So like you get the weekend. I think you get the weekend after the break, and then the rest of the week, and then usually you come back to school. For me, I come back on the 18th, so that's like 2 weeks. So that's like, you know, God, it's like an extra 2 weeks. It's like a fourth. That's like, yeah, that's like at least 2 more weeks. So I got a lot of explaining to do. I got a lot of time on my hands, and I don't really. I've been playing a lot of video games. That's for sure. Uh, you know, that's fun, I guess. Uh, debating. I've been debating and talking about this, but it's my fucking podcast. I can say what I want. But I've been smoking weed like all the time, um, and it's a bad habit, right? It's a bad habit, but it's like it's my break. It's instant gratification. I think it's okay to do. Uh, Sober now. It's like the first time I've been sober in like 2 weeks. Uh, Literally need to run out of coffee, or else I just have withdrawal. Speaking of, I have this really big TML triangle smoke, which is cool, man. It has like a hockey stick as like the handle. It's the old logo, but it's huge. It's like one of those, God, like, like one of those big like Jamaican mugs that are like made of some sort of like wood that are built huge, right? Or no. It's like one of those like bar mugs where it's like massively wide, massively deep. It's like one of those mugs. It's pretty good. So yeah, I've been gaming like So it's usually hard for me to game, you know. A lot of the time, I have ADHD, so like a lot of the time it's hard for me to stay in one place without like fidgeting or even even if I fidget, it's not enough. I need to get up and go and walk around a lot. So the best I can do is like 2 straight hours, 3 straight hours at the most, sitting in front of the screen playing until I just can't. There's moments where you just gotta stop. Just get so bored. Even if it's just like a 5 minute break. Just need to like get out of that. Acting like it's a problem. Um, but yeah, so usually it's hard for me, but not the last 2 weeks. No, I mean video games are great to just get away from and relax and try new stuff. I've consumed more gaming content more than I ever have. Like following gaming news. Not very good at following news, but I can follow gaming news. Because that shit's that like that shit's like memeable. Like you can really find lots of viral tweets about that. But like regular news can be kind of boring, and usually only watch regular news for like uh, the like the two sides, like the parties. Like, are you Democrat, Republican? And it seemed like all the Democrats shit on the Republicans, and they're really clawing, tearing each other's hair out. It's just great to watch. It's just great to watch, man. I tend to say like I'm more like middle right, mid right wing, because I just like really like this huge like big liberal push has really pushed me to the right because it's just too much, man. It's like you're demanding too much. Anyway, I'm not an expert on that, but all I'm saying is that I'm not totally enthusiastic uh, about the radical left. Speaking as a white man, I mean, it has nothing to do. I swear to God, it's nothing to do with that. Okay, like it's nothing. Don't judge me for my for my beliefs. Okay, based on my color of skin. Okay, don't do that. It's not good. It's not good. Um. So yeah, I keep getting off topic, but yeah, I've been playing games every day. I've been playing Persona 5, which I mean, hopefully if this podcast goes up, it'll have the background music because um, there's a lot of good tracks on Persona 5. Been jamming out to a lot of them. Uh, I kind of got late on the hype train. The game came out in 2017. I started playing April 2020, like a month after Persona 5 Royal came out, which is like the kind of the re-release deluxe version. Um, Hold on, I have to pee. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Still recording? Yeah. Okay. So, Persona 5. So, I played the game like a month after the new exclusive Persona 5 Royal came out, and that was I put well over 100 hours into that game. Um, I mean, it's really hard not to because, like, if first off, like, tell me if you've gone past that long ass tutorial because that's the longest. That's gotta be the longest tutorial I've ever played. Anyone's ever had because it's unnecessary long. Like PS5 is the type of game that's just gonna keep repeating itself. They just repeat themselves. They say, "Oh hey, did you know that the bad guy is winning? Uh, oh hey, just let me remind you again that the bad guy is beating you. Oh hey, did you know that the bad? It's like, they repeat the same shit over and over again, and then you're just kind of like, can I please just get past this and get back on like watch something else, play something else. But it's like, I'm one of those people I can't just drop something in the middle. I have to complete it. And Persona 5 was that game for me, and I just completed it like a week ago. Uh, my personal thoughts. It's a good game. I'm happy to be done with it, but I was thrilled to be done with it. It felt like such a big accomplishment because I was wanting that game to end around 2/3 into it, like when I'm trying to remember, like I was enjoying around Futaba's Palace, which was like mid game. I think I think around Okumura's Palace. I got pretty impatient on Okuma's Palace because I died several times and I had to like restart that area. Same with Shido's Palace, I had to restart and I was like, fuck. That's the thing. Like you can do a you know if you want to challenge yourself, which like we always do. I've always wanted to challenge myself in the game because it's like turn-based RPG. Like I want to like really invest and think about strategy, but it's like really strenuous in terms of strategy and being efficient. It's when you're playing on a high difficulty, like it can be very stressful because if you die, then you go back to the last place, the last safe station, right? Um, and if you're not efficient enough in like your ammo and your SP, then you're gonna run out, and you gotta use your items, and you gotta be really efficient with your items. Like it's just a lot of worrying and making sure you're doing right, which can be fun. It can be fun, but it can also be very just annoying and tedious. But here's the thing: if you play on easy, then it's just too easy. You rush through the game and you don't feel like a sense of accomplishment, and you get bored. So I constantly switched between, literally went from easy to merciless. Like uh, I just at the end of the game I got so sick. I was at the part, uh, the very final area, which is I right after Shido. I like to think of the final area as like the fake ending or the post credits because like honestly Shido's Palace would have been the perfect way to end, but they threw the palace off. It just felt unnecessary. That's all. It felt like they dragged it out a little bit. I liked it. I think it was a good addition, but I think they overall dragged it out a lot. So I'm not really big on that. But like right when I was in that area, I I died I think twice, and then I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna uh, I'm just gonna go on easy, just get through the game, like just rush through it because I already saw the ending. I knew it was gonna happen. I couldn't any longer. And then yeah, uh, I'm not one of those people to replay games. Um, I I I did consider replaying it, but at the same time I was like, are you fucking crazy, man? You're really gonna replay that shit? Like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm not gonna replay that because like I'm not gonna put another like 50 hours into that. You know, I like to get into communities, but like not, you know, like only like eat, sleep, drink, like those communities, those games. Like I like to expand my variety a little bit. Yeah. I think I've rambled on long enough. Uh, I think this will be an episode, my very first episode. So thanks a lot for listening. I apologize if the audio is bad, but hopefully the next one will be better, and hopefully I sound more tolerable. So again, thanks for listening. Excuse me. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you in the next one.